Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. It's cold and there's snow, but we're still trying for largemouth bass in Iron River, Wisconsin.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie! Hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy moly! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Josh, we wanted to be the last people on open water in Iron River this year, and I think we're going to be the last.
Oh, we will be for sure.
Yeah, I tell you what, driving down the road today, it looked real pretty with all the snow, and of course, it's always interesting this time of year putting your boat in on the landings.
It's always a little hairy, but we got it in.
Okay, now, when you do this last open water stuff before ice comes on, I think a lot of people don't realize how good this can be.
Yeah, it actually can be really good. The fish are fired up. We're gonna fish deep weed lines. Hopefully we get bass, pike, maybe a walleye or two. The water temps are about 34 to 35. It's gonna be a good day.
Well, we got our buddy Acorn. Good to see Acorn with us. You know, he always helps us catch fish. And Blake, are you cold?
Not too bad. I got my clam outfit on, so I'm pretty toasty, but it's not the nicest weather.
Well, I think it is. No, actually, Josh, this is interesting. And you have a lot of, this area is known for Chequamegon Bay, but over in the Iron River area, you got a lot of inland lakes for people to try.
Oh, we got a ton of them. I mean, there's hundreds. A lot of options. All of them have a lot of fish in them, and some are really good.
And I know that you ice guide this area, and this putting the boat in for the last open water of the year gives you an opportunity to drive around and put icons in and mark your spots for ice fishing.
Yes, because where the fish are now, they're gonna be here first ice. So that's the best thing to do. Come out, mark the waypoints where you caught fish, and you can come back first ice and catch them in the same spots.
Well, I hope you don't slip in the boat today.
I hope not.
Yeah, you guys put your creepers on. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this. Folks, on a 90-degree sunny day like this, it's kind of fun to think about ice fishing. And Josh is one of the top ice fishing guides in the upper Midwest. And I'll tell you what, Josh, you have really fallen in love with that Jiffy electric auger, haven't you?
I really have, John. The E6 Lightning by Jiffy was absolutely amazing last year. I use it all year long, no matter how cold it was. We're hopping around. A lot of times we get 70 to 80 holes, and if the fishing's slow, a lot of times we'll get up to 100, 200 holes a day. We rarely use more than one battery. It was so reliable, I never had an issue last year, and we had some pretty nasty conditions. It's very light, and I actually run them on the front of my snowmobiles, and they get bounced around a lot. And I actually ran mine over last year. I ran the auger right over, and I still use it the rest of the day. That's how tough they are.
40 years ago, Dave Gens had an idea that would change the sport of ice fishing. The Fish Trap Flip-Over Portable Ice Shelter, providing protection as well as mobility to anglers. Today, the concept remains, but the original clamfish trap has evolved, made with premium thermal fabrics, heavy-duty tubs, and easy-to-use pole systems. After 40 years, there's still only one original fish trap. Watch the full story at clamoutdoors.com.
Hey, welcome back, folks. I'll tell you what, this is one of the issues of trying to fish in the snow and the ice. Hey, Josh, how bad is that froze, buddy?
It's froze pretty bad.
What do we do?
I'm gonna keep working on it. You know, the sun's out. Well, it should be back out soon, but hopefully it'll thaw out enough where we can get it down.
And our target again today is largemouth?
Largemouth, pike, and maybe a walleye or two.
Well, get that trova down.
I'm trying.
Keep working on it, man. Keep working. That's a good job. That's why we have a guide, folks. You got one on already?
Already, John.
Hey, folks, turn around so the camera can see it.
It feels like a good one, too.
Oh, well, somebody's got to grab the net. I got a problem with my reel here. It's froze up.
Acorn, get the net.
Yeah, Acorn, get the net. Look at the size of this bass to start our day. Look at that.
This is a big one.
Snow in the clam.
Here we go, Acorn.
Big bass in the clam.
Look at all the ice in there.
Holy cow, Josh.
Look at that bass.
Now, how many people in the world think that you can catch fish like this right before ice up?
Not many, but like we talked about in the intro, they are aggressive this time of year.
Boy, is that a beautiful bass.
Yeah, it is.
And this will give you a chance, folks, to see what we're using out here.
Yep.
It's a Google Eye jig, 1/4 ounce, and you like that that white jerk minnow body, huh?
I do. It seems like white's always pretty good here on the inland lakes. I don't know if it resembles a minnow or, you know, a dying minnow or what, but
right.
they like it.
Well, nice way to start there, buddy.
That's a good start.
I fixed my reel. It was frozen already.
Yeah, we're going to have some issues today to start.
Oh, I got one now.
Too,
this
John.
is the next cast.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I got one
both of them are
coming in.
big.
You got one coming in?
Yep, I got one too, Acorn.
Okay, well, I got that good Seaguard line stuff on there, so
yep, here we
I'll
go.
flip mine in.
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah, I got mine in. Look at that, you guys. Acorn, what do you, hey, look at that, Acorn. What do you think there, buddy?
Nice fish.
Aren't those nice fish?
Yes.
And what I'm using is that new Seaguard, what's it called, Ryan?
Gold label.
Gold label, and I'm running, you can run 10, 12 pound tests.
Yep.
And this actually, this gold label stuff is, fish can't see it, it's thinner, but you got a shot at catching pike with it too.
Exactly. On these lakes, you got to use a little heavier line just because of the pike.
How do you like that? A double header there.
That was pretty impressive.
And you and Blake are in the back of the boat. It's going to be tough today for you guys.
Might be a little hard.
No, good job there, Josho.
Way to go.
As we showed before, using these jerk minnows with a 1/4 ounce Google Eye jig. And you know, a lot of people wonder what type of areas that you fish this time of year on inland lakes. And you like deep drop-offs and deep weed edges.
Yes, deep weed edges with mud very close to them. Those fish are going to be right on that edge. That's where your bluegills, your perch, your crappies are, and that's what they're feeding on. So you want to find that edge.
So you're looking anywhere from what, 8 to maybe 16 feet of water?
Yep, depending on water body. I mean, if you're in stained water, a little shallower. If you're in a deep clear lake, you know, like you said, 15 to 18 feet.
Okay. I'll tell you what, folks, you know, we do this all the time with Maddie B. Late fall like this, these bass are schooled up, aren't they, Josh?
Yeah, they're in big schools this time of year.
Look at this
and
guy.
if you can find them, you're going to do really good.
Yeah, I think I can just do the old Gillespie flip-a-roo there. Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Here, can you
Nice
grab
one.
them there,
Yep,
buddy?
yep, I'll grab them.
No, I'll tell you what, that is the interesting thing about largemouth bass right before ice up is they are definitely schooled up, aren't they, Josh?
Yeah, they are, and that's what's so fun about it. And a lot of times the pike and walleyes are mixed right in with them.
This is these last 5 fish. Is that 5 or 4? 5, I think.
I think 5.
That's 10 minutes. They're all in the same spot, too, aren't they?
Yeah, now let's go catch more of them.
Yeah. Another one for the Gillespie. Another one for me. This actually feels pretty good, Josh.
Yeah.
This one I can't flip in.
Looks
Look
like
at
a
him.
nice one.
Look at him, buddy.
Oh, big one.
There's a nice bass. Holy cow.
That's a tubby there.
You know, folks, I love coming up to Iron River, and there's so many cool little lakes here. And some of the lakes, you got that pike round chain that's good. You got a whole bunch of neat lakes, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of inland lakes around here and in the Ashland area. I mean, you got lakes with nice largemouth in them. You got smallmouth lakes, musky lakes.
I got the biggest of the day.
That's debatable, but
this is all
close.
this is all in 20 minutes, folks. And you know, I didn't see any boats on the road today going anywhere. You know.
No.
But folks, this is not just up here in Iron River. Maddie B and I do it down in southeastern Wisconsin, the lakes around Minnesota, Minneapolis that aren't frozen yet. This late stuff, the fish are schooled up. Go after them, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's honestly some of the best bites of the entire year.
That was fun. I thought he didn't fight that well. I thought it was
he didn't.
a log or something.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
they're a little lethargic with the cold water.
Yeah.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. When you buy a Vexilar Gens Pack fish locator at a low fleet price of $289.99, you get a free $50 Fleet Farm gift card.
Actually, Josh, that one was kind of sitting up right on top of the weeds, which is really weird, yeah. You know, we caught those other ones in a little deeper water. Oh, that's fun, buddy. I think I can flip this guy in.
Can you? No, I wouldn't. I don't know.
There you go. Nice fish, huh, buddy?
It's a chunk.
Yeah. No, see what we're working, as we said before, is a little deeper water and weed edges, and I casted way in on that one, and I could feel the weeds right away, so I just gave it a couple of twitches, and geez, I just can't believe the average size of these fish, too, huh, buddy?
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, and the way we're working this jerk minnow, you hold on to that fish. No, I can actually show the folks at the same time what we're doing. You cast out, and I'm not letting it go to the bottom because there's so many weeds on the bottom.
Yep.
I'll let that go for about 3 seconds and just like this, right?
Yep, just get near the bottom, a little pops.
And watch your line all the time, folks, because a lot of times that line will actually do a jump, right, when you get
Yeah, if they hit it hard, you'll see the line tip.
Yeah, and always be aware, too, on the fall. That's normally where the hit occurs, as the bait is falling after your pop,
Yep,
right?
they're coming off the bottom to hit it, yep.
Fun day, buddy.
Yeah, good start.
We were fishing the lakes around Iron River, Wisconsin, a 6-hour drive from Milwaukee, 7 hours from Chicago, and 3 hours from Minneapolis.
We are hooked up on another one. Today we're out here fishing the Acme Hyper Rip. Nice chunker there on the Hyper Rip. Thing's got a hole in the top and the bottom of it, so it kind of displaces water. A lot different than your normal rattle bait. When this thing falls on a slow fall, the thing's gonna shimmy back side to side, and that's exactly when this one hit it. I was just kind of rocking it back and forth, dropped the rod, and the fish was on.
Time to get out and play. AMSOIL delivers the ultimate protection for your vehicles and equipment. Fast, free shipping right to your door. Just look up your vehicle, select your product, add an oil change to your cart, and check out. Spend $100 and shipping is on us. Order now at amsoil.com.
Don't be afraid. This is your first time in 3 to 4 foot waves.
In big water, you want the reliability that Johnson Pump delivers. For over 50 years, Johnson Pump has been a leader in marine pump technology. Today in Rockford, Illinois, they continue to be the choice. They have the largest capacity range in the industry, and the cartridge pumps can be replaced in seconds, even on the water. Now that's Johnson Pump dependability. Johnson Pump also makes the most advanced aeration systems to keep your bait and fish alive.
Now that's a crappie.
Our AquaJet washdown system has the strongest PSI available to keep your boat clean. Johnson Pump, reliability on board. Folks, this will give you an idea of the type of weed we're fishing, and Josh has still got a little green left to it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. A lot of green.
So you want to get out on the edge of this, and sometimes they're actually right in it, huh?
Yep, sometimes they're in it, and some of them will be right in the mud, right next to it on the edge.
Boy, that's still some pretty good weed for this time of year.
It is.
Acorn! Yay! Way to go, Acorn! And he's got a secret bait on there, folks, that we got to talk about. He is being different, not using the jerk minnow.
All right.
Yeah, walk up, Acorn, walk up to the camera when you get that and hold it up so we can take a look at it.
There he is.
Oh, nice bass there, buddy. Now turn it around so we can see the lure.
Right.
Okay, so Josh, what is that lure?
That is the 5-inch Kalen's grub.
Okay, yeah, hold it so we can see
with the Google Eye jig.
And that's an effective cold water bait too?
Yeah, it actually does work good because you can fish it so slow and that tail still wiggles.
Yeah, okay, and sometimes that is the deal.
Yep, they like it.
And Josh, you know, we got to talk, obviously, ice fishing is just around the corner. By the way, Acorn, how was the bite there, buddy?
That was fun.
Was it?
It was subtle, but
See, we gave you the front of the boat because you were whining back here.
He
right?
was.
No, but Josh, ice fishing is coming up real quick, and you know, people should still give you a call, even though you have very few openings. You might get some cancellations.
Yeah.
But tell the folks about ice fishing up here, not only in the Iron River area, but Chequamegon Bay. This is kind of a sportsman's paradise.
It really is. I mean, within an hour drive, you can fish so much. We have our inland waters here. You can catch bass, crappies, bluegills, walleyes, pike, and then you got Chequamegon Bay where we can get whitefish, brown trout, lake trout, splake, salmon. I mean, burbot. You never know what you're going to hook into out there.
You know, and that brings up an interesting point. The Chamber of Commerce in Ashland has actually put together some really nice free maps that explain the fishing opportunities where.
Yep, in Ashland County and on Chequamegon Bay. So there's a big map of Chequamegon Bay. It's going to show you the hot spots, where to fish, where you can launch, and all info about Chequamegon. And they also have a map of all the lakes in Ashland County, which there are a lot of inland lakes in Ashland County. We have fished some of them before in the past, but it's going to show you the launches, you know, how to get to them, what species of fish are in there, all the information you need to go out and catch fish on your own.
And these maps are free?
They are free. You can just go to the Ashland Chamber of Commerce and pick one up.
I am having such a good time in this chilly weather catching, what do I got here, a pikey or a bassie? A little teensy piker there. But I want to show the folks the beautiful coloring on this fish. It really is gorgeous, isn't it, Josh?
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
And you know, on this particular lake in the past, ooh, he bit me.
Here.
That's the nice thing about those dry skin gloves. No, but that's a really pretty fish. And in the past, you and I have fished here late like this, and we've also ice fished this lake.
Yep.
There are some big ones in here.
There are. I mean, Matty B caught that one that was probably about 40 inches a few years ago. So yeah, there are some big pike in here.
And again, you know, these fish are not biting. You know, you're watching the show, you're thinking, boy, you're catching one on every cast. Yeah. We did in the beginning of the day, and now it's just kind of picking away.
Yeah, it got real slow. Like you said, right away, we probably caught 5 or 6 in the first 10 minutes, and now it's pretty slow.
And the one difference was, when we were catching all those fish when we first got out here, it was cloudy.
That is true. That's a good point. And a lot of times in this clear water, the sun is not a good thing.
Well, we're going to do well the rest of the day. It's going to be like short windows. When
I'm sure. Yep.
One issue that you have this time of year is your reel's freezing up and the eyes in your rod freezing up too. And the water temperature obviously isn't frozen yet. It's like 30, what, 5?
Yeah, 35, 36. Yeah.
So all you do is dunk your rod in like that, and that'll clean out your eyes for a second. But you got to almost do that every cast.
You do. When it's this cold, it's the only way to go.
Look at my buddy Acorn's got a fish. All right, Acorn on the grubberoo, folks. He's catching it on the grubberoo. Don't lose this one, Acorn. We need him badly, buddy.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, there's a Jim Dandy bassaroo by the Acorn ski. Hey, come on, Acorn. We got to get up here and hold your fish up, buddy. I am so proud of you. Look at that. Walk right up there, Acorn. Hey, you know, how many years have you been on our show now?
It's been a while, like 10.
10 years? It's been that long?
So. I don't know.
And I got to give you credit, buddy. You do catch a lot of fish, especially ice fishing.
Gotta try.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a mailman.
You're a mailman.
Yep.
And you're born and raised in Iron River, and you're a mailman in Iron River.
That is what I do.
Well, hey, hold that up there, buddy.
There you go.
Look at it. That is a beautiful fish, Josh. And it's kind of interesting. It's that steady, slow retrieve with that Kalen's grub, huh?
Yep. Couple twitches.
Yeah.
Really gets them going.
So you cast out, let it go to the bottom?
Let it sink, and then just take it back.
Well, hold that up, buddy. That's a beautiful bass, isn't it? Now, do you think this is unusual, though, catching bass in 30-degree weather with snow on the ground?
It is. It's different.
Yeah, it is. All right, well, good job there, man. And Josh, you know, what's interesting too, sometimes when they aren't up shallow, you'll find them in deeper water in that 18, 20, 21 feet in the mud.
Yeah, a lot of times they're in the mud, but you know, today we really haven't done much out there, which is very weird.
Yeah.
You know, they've been a little shallower.
That one was up pretty shallow. Was that at the beginning of your cast?
It was about 8 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is strange.
Yeah, nicely done there, Achy Bots.
Go.
Hey, look at that, Acorn again. What's he got here? Oh, a teensy-weensy pikey, boo. That is a small northern pike.
Yeah, it is.
You know? But you go back to what we were talking about earlier, and you're actually, one of the reasons we're out here, like we talked about, you're scouting for ice fishing spots.
Yeah, for early ice.
And what you're doing, I saw you put icons in before on the weed edges.
Yep, anywhere we catch fish basically, or where we're marking a lot of panfish too actually. You know, we're not showing any panfish, we're not fishing for them, but we are marking a lot of them. And those areas are gonna be great early ice.
Now, do you do that on a lot of the lakes that you fish up here?
I do, and now's the time to do it. You know, it's right before ice up. We'll probably have ice in a few days.
Big news, folks. The delicious new Johnsonville sausage strips are now available. There are so many ways to enjoy the 4 new flavors. Information on these recipes, go to sausagestrips.com.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
Hey, here we go, here we go. I had to switch to the grub too.
All right.
Hey, you know, that's cool. And these fish towards evening here are moving a little shallower too, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very
shallow. You don't have to net him. I'll just slip that guy in. Not a bad bass. But that is interesting. You know, the jerk minnow is the deal.
Yep.
And now this grub just reeled real slow over the tops of the weeds, right?
Yeah, it's funny how it switched to that. I mean, they just want that slower presentation. But that thing's been on fire here the past couple hours.
Take a look at this grub going through the water. Now, does that looks pretty enticing, doesn't it?
It does.
Fish?
It really does.
And just real slow, steady retrieve, or you can do what Acorn's doing, lift it up and let it drop.
Yep. it doesn't take much to get that tail going.
No.
Oh, finally, another one.
Hey, what do you mean, finally? You helped figure this out, Blake.
I'm getting a little cranky. It's a little cold.
Ooh, there we go.
All right.
Hey, there you go,
bass.
Woo!
Actually, Blake, you helped figure this out. What you did was put that grub on, just did a steady retrieve.
Yep, and we figured out because Josh was saying that typically these fish are deeper on the mud, but right now we're catching them 7 to 10 feet of water with really high weeds. So
and just a steady retrieve.
All you gotta do is cast out and steady retrieve with the Google Eye jig, and you all have the same color grub on too. So
well, hey, Ryan the photographer, Josh, that's his favorite bait, isn't it, Ryan? Okay.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2020 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Jim Brezowitz of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, caught this 15.25-inch perch on Little Sturgeon Bay using a tube jig. Ray Nachtwey of Oak Creek, Wisconsin, caught this 60.5-inch lake sturgeon on the Menominee River using a crawler. Scott McGillis of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, caught this 52-inch muskie on Lake Vermilion using a bucktail. Flora Howie of Orinoco, Minnesota, caught this 44-inch northern pike on Rainy Lake using a lure. And this week's first kid winner is Palmer Kiger of Hortonville, Wisconsin, caught this 54.5-inch muskie on the Bay of Green Bay using a bucktail. And Mason Lappy of Glen Ellen, Illinois, caught this 38-inch Chinook salmon on Lake Michigan using a fly.
Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. Check out what I found this week.
When you purchase a Clam C560 Thermal Hub Ice Shelter, you get a free $50 Fleet Farm gift card. And the Daiwa AccuDepth Plus Beeline Counter Reel is on sale for $59.99, saving $20.
Hey, look at this. Hey. We got to tell the folks that you just broke off twice on bigger pike.
I did.
You know?
Of course, I land the small one.
Yeah, I know. But that's the one thing, folks. What we have found, you know, since Blake and Acorn started throwing the grub, these fish are tighter to the shore than we expected.
Oh, yeah. To be honest, I've never seen them this shallow this time of year. It's very odd.
Yeah, not bad. Hey, want to mention, too, if you're coming up here, folks, the best place to stay to fish this area and Chequamegon Bay is the River Rock Baitshop and Motel.
Yes.
And he's got just gorgeous rooms, folks. I mean, they're some of the nicest rooms that we stay in all year.
Yep.
And if you got a group coming up, he's got a couple of cabins that sleep. I think one sleeps maybe 6 or 7. The other sleeps like 7 or 8 or 9 or 10.
Up to 10, yep.
But a gorgeous place to stay. And again, that is the
River Rock Inn and Baitshop.
My buddy Josh here is one of the busiest ice guides in the Midwest. He guides almost every day, and these float suits by Clam, the Ascent and the Rise, are outstanding, aren't they?
They are. I mean, they're warm. The maneuverability is amazing. I mean, when I'm running tip-ups or helping out with clients, I mean, it's so much room in here, and I stay so warm.
You can't beat them from a safety aspect.
No, you can't, and they float, exactly.
Well, you going to prove to me that they float?
I can.
Acorn too? Okay, yeah, Acorn, go in the water there. Come on, let's see how these things float here. Okay, there goes Josh, there goes Acorn. Hey, look at that. How is that?
It's cold, but it floats.
It's cold, but it floats. Hey, Acorn, how you doing there? Great job, guys. Great job. I'll tell you what, folks. Ice Armor by Clam, the Rise and the Ascent float suits, they function like a regular snowsuit, but they give you the safety aspect. They float. Josh Teigen guides Bayfield County on a daily basis. For more information, give Josh a call. That phone number is 715-813-0575. 813-0575. Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps? Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set? Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. It was interesting catching fish in this cold of weather, wasn't it?
It was something.
And this is something, Josh, that guys can do on any lake in the Midwest. Right before the ice comes on, get out and try those weed edges, the shallow weeds, everything, right?
Yeah, they really can. It's a great bite, and there's nobody out here.
No, I don't blame them.
That's true.
Hey, that is our show for today, folks. Please join us next week. I don't know we're going to fish yet. Until then, I'm John Gillespie.
Acorn.
Josh.
Hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, hey!